me one of those. The spike joint. Yeah. Before we get started, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Before we get started, all right, we almost there. Give it a couple more minutes. Yahweh Shimmy Awashah Bagatah. Yahweh Shemalatah Shimmy Awashah to all the sisters. I'm preaching officer 5000 Zarak in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. I'm the commanding General Yohana, and right here, my right hand man's right here is preaching officer of 1000 Awadya. Alright. This is the ISUPK Detroit Sabbath service. We're gonna go ahead and get started. So Majum, which means a stand. Shapar. First priest up, you're gonna state your name and registry. Tazarak. So you're gonna say a Tazarak.
A Tazarak.
Ban Yahawada.
Ban Yahawada.
Ban Yashala.
Ban Yahashala.
Alright. A Tazarak. Ban Yahawada. Ban Yashala. And salute. You say Yahweh Shem Yahweh Barakatah, the regular salute.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Barakatah.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Barakatah. Alright. Stay there as registry. Blow the Shapar. Alright. Take that. I'm gonna stretch forth the cup. You're going to say La Yasha Allah,
La Yasha Allah,
which means to Israel. You can go ahead and drink the wine. Go ahead, blow the shofar. Alright, put the cup on. I'll take the scroll right here. Just show them real quick. Just like that. You can hold it. Hold that mighty scroll. Rapanak Udam, which means to face the east. The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew, Abanawu, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayat, Shamka, Yahweh, Malak with Ka, Taba'at, Ratazaka, Hayat, Asha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Hayat, Bashemayim, Nathalanaw, Lakam, Kal, Yawam, Wasalaklanau, Kabawapnau, Kasalaknau, Kabawapyanau, Wala'a, Tabia'anau, Banasana 1, Abor, Hawashanau, Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha'alu, Wata'apara, La'awalumium, Aman. Bear with me 1 second. You gonna say it in English? Here you go.
Our Father, that's like it. The Lord's Prayer in the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not. Into temptation. But deliver us. Deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it.
Because the power in the Hebrew, Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushua. Babu Kusha. Nathalanaw. Hakach. Lara Pa'a. Kal Makala. Wakal Marawa. Hakach. Latahar. Amatazarium. Hakach. Lahakwayam. Hamathia. Hakach. Al Rakawath. Hatama Aleph. Lagar Shan. Ba'ashem Yahushua. The water Aman. In the English.
Akash the power in the English. Lord. In the name of Yahushua. Please give us the power. The power to heal all manner of sickness.
The power to heal all manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out.
In
the name of Yahushua. Thank you, so be it.
Alright, we're gonna go to blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh wa Yahushua.
Barakatah Yahweh wa Yahushua.
Wa Mayaka Allah. Wa Alahayim. Matazabya. Alawap Yahana. Ha Alawapyam. Hasaranyam. Hakorazayanyam. Hakakayam. Wa Agwathyam. Yahweh. Ba'ashem. Yahushua. The water. Aman.
Blessings in the English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shah.
And Yahweh Shah.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commander General Yohanan.
Commander General Yohanan.
The generals.
The generals.
The captains.
The captains.
The officers.
The officers.
The troopers.
The troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it.
All right. We're going to do bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
By Hashem Yahweh Shah.
By Hashem Yahweh Shah.
Barak Lanaw.
Barak Lanaw.
Wa Yasha Allah.
Wa Yasha Allah.
Wahabayah.
Wahabayah.
Sapari.
Sapari.
Barak.
Barak.
Rapah.
Rapah.
Magun.
Magun.
Hagun.
Hagun.
Yasha Allah.
Yasha Allah.
By Hashem Yahweh Shah.
By Hashem Yahweh Shah.
The water Amah.
The water Amah. Bless Israel in the English. Lord.
Yahweh.
Salakia. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Bless us.
Bless us.
And Israel.
And Israel.
And the school.
And the school.
Bless, heal, shield, protect.
Bless, heal, shield, protect.
Israel.
Israel.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it.
Psalms 121. In the Hebrew, Asha'ah.
Asha'ah.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
El-Hahariah.
El-Hahariah.
Ma'ayan.
Ma'ayan.
Yaba'ah.
Yaba'ah.
Azariah.
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 Ma'ayin.
Ma'ayin.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ashah.
Ashah.
Shemaiah.
Shemaiah.
Wa'aratazah.
Wa'aratazah.
Al-Yathan.
Al-Yathan.
Lamawa.
Lamawa.
Regalka.
Regalka.
Al-Yanawam.
Al-Yanawam.
Shemarka.
Shemarka.
Hana.
Hana.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Yayashan.
Yayashan.
Shawamar.
Shawamar.
Yasha'ala.
Yasha'ala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shemarka.
Shemarka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tozarka.
Tozarka.
Al-Yah.
Al-Yah.
Yamyanka.
Yamyanka.
Yawamam.
Yawamam.
Hashemash.
Hashemash.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yakaka.
Yakaka.
Wayarak.
Wayarak.
Baya Yellow.
Baya Yellow.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamarka.
Yashamarka.
Makara.
Makara.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Atnapashka.
Atnapashka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Taza Afka.
Taza Afka.
Wabawa Afka.
Wabawa Afka.
Ma'athai.
Ma'athai.
Wa'ayin Awalam.
Wa'ayin Awalam. Psalms 121 in the English. I will lift up my eyes.
I will lift up my eyes
unto the hills.
to the hills.
Which cometh my help.
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh.
My help cometh from Yahweh.
Which made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee.
He that keepeth thee.
Will not slumber.
Will not slumber.
Behold.
Behold.
He that keepeth Israel.
He that keepeth Israel.
Shall neither slumber.
Shall neither slumber.
Nor sleep.
Nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
Nor the moon by night.
Nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee.
Yahweh shall preserve thee.
From all evil.
From all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
And thy coming in.
And thy coming in.
From this time forth.
From this time forth.
And even forevermore.
And even forevermore.
Psalms 83. In the Hebrew, Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Al-Damayalika.
Al-Damayalika.
Al-Takaraj.
Al-Takaraj.
Wa-Al-Tashakwat.
Wa-Al-Tashakwat.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Hana.
Hana.
Awayabyika.
Awayabyika.
Yahumayawan.
Yahamayawan.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Al-Aimika.
Al-Aimika.
Ya'aram Yamwa.
Ya'aram Yamwa.
Sawadah.
Sawadah.
Wa-Yata Ya'atazawa.
Wa-Yata Ya'atazawa.
Al-Tazapawanyaka.
Al-Tazapawanyaka.
Amaru.
Amaru.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Wanakakida.
Wanakakida.
Magoya.
Magoya.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Yazikar.
Yazikar.
Shem Yashala.
Shem Yashala.
Awadah.
Awadah.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawa Tazu, Labad, Yakadwa, Ayaka, Barya, Yakarathwa, Alahaya, Adawam, Wayashimai, Alahaya, Mawa Abba, Wahagaria, Gabor, Wa'amawan, Wa'amalat, Palashah, Am Yashabi, Tazawar, Gam Ashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Ayawa, Zarawa, Labanya Lawa, Salah, Asha, Laham, Kamadia, Kasayasara'a, Kayabia, Manakor, Koyashwan, Nashamadwa, Ba'ayandara'a, Ayawa, Daman, La Adama, Shayatamu, Nadayatmawa, Kaira, Wakaza'aba, Wakazabak, Wakatazal, Mana'ai, Kal Nasiyakamu, Ashar, Amara, Nayo Rashad, Lanawa, Af, Na'awaf, Alahayim, Shayatamu, Kagogula, Kakwash, Lapaya Rawaka, Ka'ash, Taba Ira Yaira, Wakalahaba, Talahat, Harayam, Kanther Dakma, Basa Irika, Wabasa, Wapaska, Taba Halam, Mala'ah, Punyahum, Qualawan, Wayabakwasha, Shamka, Yahawah, Yabashu, Wayabahol, Ayai, Wayakapara, Wayabadwa, Wayada'adwa, Kaya Atha, Shamka, Yahawah, Labadka, Ayawan, Alkahal Ratazah.
Psalms 83 in the English. It's like, keep not thy silence.
Keep not thy silence.
O Lord.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O Lord.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult.
And
they that hate thee, have lifted up thy head. They are taking crafty counsel. Against thy people. And consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come. And let us cut them off. From being a nation. That the name of Israel. May be no more in remembrance. For they are consulted together. With one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom. And the Ishmaelites. Of Moab. And the Hagarenes. Gabal. And Ammon. And Amalek. The Philistines. With the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur also have joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Do unto them
Salah.
Do unto them as unto the Midianites. As unto Sisera. As to Jabin. At the brook of Kizar. Which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb. And like Zeb. Yea. All their princes. As Zabah. And as Amunah. Who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Make them like a wheel. As a stubble before the wind. And as the fire burneth with wood.
And as the fire burneth wood.
And as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
And as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
So persecute them.
So persecute them
With thy tempest.
with thy tempest.
And make them afraid.
And make them afraid
With thy storm.
with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
That they may seek thy name.
That they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be confounded.
And trouble.
In trouble.
Forever.
Forever.
Yea. Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame.
And perish.
And perish.
That men may know.
That men may know.
That thou.
That thou.
Whose name alone.
Whose name alone.
Is Yahweh.
Is Yahweh.
Art the most high.
Art the most high.
Over all the earth.
Over all the earth. Sa, which means to turn. Yishabu, which means to be seated. Most high Christ, man. All right, today we're gonna go into Exodus, the book of Exodus, the 11th chapter. We'll begin at Exodus 11:1 in Hebrew. Let me know when you ready to read yet, or
No, sir, I'm still.
So this is the book of Exodus, the 11th chapter, from verse 1 through 7 in the Hebrew. Wa'amar, Yahweh, Al, Mashah, Iwad, Nagah, Akkad, Abyawah, Al, Para'ah, Wala'ah, Matazarian, Akraya, Gun, Yashalak, Atkam, Mazah, Mashalakwa, Kala'ah, Garayash, Yagarash, Adkam, Maza'ah, verse 2, Debar, Na'ah, Baznaya, Hayam, Wayalawa, Ayash, Ma'ath, Rahaya, Wa'ashah, Ma'ath. Hey, Qatar, make sure you searching whoever at the door. If they not 5,000, you already know the deal.
So where we at again?
All right. We're in the book of Exodus, the 11th chapter. Mashah, God wa'al, Ma'ad, Ba'aratazah, Matazarian, Bayawana, Bayanaw, Ibadya, Para'ah, Wabayanya, Hayam, verse 4, Wayamar, Mashah, Kaha, Amar, Yahweh, Kaka, Tazayath, Halaya, Lawa, Anya, Yataza'ah, Bat Yawak, Matazarian, verse 5. Wamath, Kal, Bakwa'al, Ba'arataza, Matazarian, Mabah, Kawa'ah, Para'ah, Hayashab, Al, Kasawa'ah, Id, Bakwa'ah, Hashapakwa, Ashar, Akar, Hara, Kayawam, Wakar, Bakwa'ah, Bahama'ah, verse 6, Wahaya'ath. Taza'ak Wakah. God La'ah. Bakar. Arataza. Matazarium. Ashar. Come ho. Slug it. Come Haywa. La'ah. Nahai Ya'ath. Wakama'ah. La'ah. Tasapar. Verse 7. Walakal. Banya. Yasha Allah. La'ah. Yakara. Tazah. Kalab. Lashanwa. Lama Ayath. Lama Ayashya. Wa'ad. Bahama. La'ayam. Tabdai. Wa'an. Ashar. Yapala. Yahweh. Bayan. Matazarium. Wabunya. Yasha Allah. Here's up to verse 8. In Hebrew, we're going to go ahead and get it in English. We're going to begin. We're going to start at the book of Exodus. The book of Exodus, chapter 11, and verse 1. Got one right here for you, boy.
What?
There you go.
Exodus, what's that now?
So we're going to be at the book of Exodus, chapter 11, and verse 1.
Okay.
Nice and loud and strong.
And the Lord said unto Moses, Yet will I bring one plague more upon Pharaoh.
So
and
now the Lord, he's warning Moses like, I got one more plague for him. You understand? This plague right here, I got for Pharaoh. Because he's hard-headed. You know what I'm saying? His head is hard against, you understand, what I'm telling him to do through you. And he's saying this right here, I got one plague for him. I got one more plague. Read.
And upon Egypt afterwards he will let you go hence.
And he said he gonna let you go after this plague that I'm gonna put on him right here. He gonna let you go. Right? Keep going.
When he shall let you go, he shall surely trust you. He shall surely thrust you out hence altogether.
And he's saying right here, this plague, once he let you go, he is gonna push you out of here. You understand? He's not just gonna let you freely walk out. He's going to push you out of here. This plague gonna be so horrific that he's gonna force you out of his land at this point. Gonna force you out. That's what it's talking about in the scripture when it's talking about he gonna thrust you out. Hence altogether, he gonna remove you out of this place. That's what's gonna happen, right? Keep going.
Verse 2. Speak now in the ears of the people, and let every man borrow of his neighbor, and every woman of her neighbor, jewels of silver and jewels of gold.
And he said, put this into the ears of the people, meaning what? Give them this command right here. You know what I mean? And they are going to borrow from each other. You know, they using the borrowing method. You know, something that we learned in school about, you know, in history of was a time where, you know, currency really wasn't what it is today. And we used the borrowing method. We used to do trades and stuff like that. And what you're seeing right now in the Bible is that same exact thing, the borrowing method. They get it from the Bible. They get it from our culture. You understand? That's how societies usually used to run, through trade. Okay, keep going.
Verse 3. And the Lord gave the people favor in the sight of the Egyptians.
And he gave favor. You know what I'm saying? In the sight of the Egyptians, he gave us favor. Read.
Moreover, the man Moses was angry, was Salakia. Moreover, the man Moses was very great in the land of Egypt, in the sight of Pharaoh's servants, and in the sight of the people. Verse 4, and Moses said, Thus saith the Lord, about midnight will I go out into the midst of Egypt. Verse 5, and all the firstborn in the land of Egypt shall die, from the firstborn of Pharaoh that sitteth upon the throne, even unto the firstborn of the maid servant that is behind the mill, and all the firstborn of beast.
Now this was the plague that the Lord said he was going to send upon them. He's going to send this death plague. We're going to kill the firstborn of everything. No matter how rich you was in that land, no matter how much power or respect that you had, no matter how much people respected your country or anything like that, the Lord sent this plague where he was killing the firstborn of whoever. You understand? That was Egyptians. He was killing the firstborn of them all the way down to their servants, killing their firstborn. This plague right here was going to be so egregious, man, that this was the thing that was going to make Pharaoh thrust them out. This was going to be the act right here that was going to make Pharaoh push the Israelites right out of their land. You understand? Right out of the land of Egypt. Okay? And this is what we celebrate. This right here, it was so heavy in history that we keep this Passover. Like we celebrate the Passover year and year. Like this horrific act was so crazy that everybody on the earth know about this. Even if they not in the truth. Even if they believe in white Jesus. They know about this act right here with Moses saving the Hebrews out of Egypt. And that will forever be remembered until this place crumble. Until this place crumble. You understand? Keep going.
Verse 6, and there shall be a great cry throughout all the land of Egypt, such as there was none like it, nor shall there be like it anymore.
So the Lord also warned Moses that when this thing do happen, you're gonna hear a cry so crazy, it's not gonna be something like you ain't never even seen before. It's gonna be something out of a nightmare, scary movie. You understand? This is gonna be a horror flick on the Egyptians. That's how bad it was gonna get for them, and that's how this cry is gonna be. This cry gonna be so crazy, you ain't never heard no cry like how they about to cry. That's what the Lord was warning, preparing Moses to what he's about to go through. All right, keep going.
Verse 7, but against any of the children of Israel.
But against the children of who?
Against the children of Israel.
The children of everybody?
Children of Israel.
Is everybody getting saved? You said the children of Israel, so again, I'm confused, Christian church. I'm confused because he said, it looked like he got a favorite people in his Bible. If I'm not slow.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? If I'm not ignorant.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't say everybody. This don't even look like a God that favor everybody, because he said he was killing the firstborn of everything, but the children of Israel. Read.
But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue.
Shall not a dog move his tongue when it comes to the children of Israel. The Lord must really love Israelites or have some type of favoritism towards the Israelites, because it don't look like he's counting everybody in this thing right here. You understand? That's why I'm super duper confused every single time I read the Bible, and then there's still Christianity out there.
Damn right.
This is what shows and proves to you, man, that those Sadducees and Pharisees were wicked people.
That's right.
They just wanted to be wicked. You understand? And they just live on this earth. They benefit off that. They benefit off that wickedness of telling lies on the Bible, saying that God loves everybody, push a false doctrine to make money. You understand? If you don't believe me of how much money that got made off that, look at Creflo. Look at TD Jakes. Look at your neighborhood surrounding pastors. I don't even got to go that far. Look at your neighborhood pastors. Look what type of car they drive. Look what type of neighborhood they live in. I don't have to explain to you that they make money off that. They make a big come up off that, fam. You understand? So like, they not really about this right here. What we doing? We not capitalizing off people. We coming out here and we telling the truth.
Right.
The Lord
Right.
woke us up out of the world to do so.
Damn right,
You
sir.
understand? Keep going.
Against man or beast, that ye may know how, Salakia. Against man or beast, that ye may know how that the Lord doeth put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel.
And he said, this how you gonna know. Now, there's gonna be a difference between Egyptians and Israelites. You gonna know the difference because on the Egyptian side, everybody crying because the firstborn of their children, the firstborn of everything they got, dead. And then you got over here, the Israelites, nobody dead at all. They partying. You understand? They having a party and a feast. You understand? So I'm still confused where the love at. Where the love really at? The love really is with the Israelites. And it's gonna always be like that. And the beautiful thing about the Bible is it don't change on that. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna find in the Bible where the Lord reneged his word on that.
Right.
You understand? Like he didn't choose, he don't have a chosen people. Like he don't care about them. Like, nah. You're not gonna find that here in the scriptures in the Bible anyway. You can read the Bible 10 times, up and down, front and back, however you want to do it. You're not gonna find that God loves anybody outside of the Israelites.
Right.
And that's a fact. You understand? All right, Most High in Christ, man. All right, Majum. We'll call the next priest up. Top.
Off the Kitab, Salakia, Shalom Shalom Yabashina.
State your registry, warrior. State your registry.
Kitab Ban Yahawada Ban Yasharalam.
Katab ban Yahawada ban Yasha'ala.
Yabashim Yawashabrakata.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh. Yeshavi. Community seated. Okay, so you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna start at 8 now in the book of Exodus.
Chapter 11.
Come. So you're gonna take that to So you're going to take that all the way to Exodus, the 12th chapter, all the way to the fourth verse.
Come. This is the book of Exodus chapter 11, starting at verse 8 in the Hebrew. Wayar, Dawa, Kal, Abad, Yak, Allah, Alaya, Wahashathak, Yaya, Wahashathak, Yaya, Laya, Lamar, La'amar, Taza'a, Atha, Wakal, Ha'aim, Ashar, Baragal, Yak, Wa'akarya, Khan, Ataza'a, Wayataza, Ma'aim, Para'ah, Bakar, Apa, verse 9, Wayamar, Yahweh, Al, Mashah, La'ah, Yashamai, Al Yakan, Para'ai, La Ma'ain, Rabawath, Mawapathia, Baaratazar, Matazarium. Verse 10. Wamashah, Wa'amar, no, Waha, Wa'a Haran, Ashawa, Ath, Cal, Hampathium, Ha'alah, Lapanya, Para'ai, Wayakazak, Yahweh, Ath, Labah, Para'ai, Wathalah, no, Wala'ah, Shalak, Ath, Banya, Yasharal, Ma'aratazawa. Exodus 12 and verse 1. Wayamar, Yahweh, Al, Mashah, Wa'al, Aharon, Ba'aratazar, Matazarium, La'amar, verse 2. Hakadash, Hazahah, Lakam, Ra'ash, Kadashim, Ra'ashyan, Hawa'ah, Lakam, Lakadashya, Hashanyah, verse 3. The Barwa, Al, Cal, Idath, Yasharal, La'amar, Ba'ashar, Lakadash, Hazahah, Wayakwakadwa, Lahama, Ayash, Shahah, Labayath, Abath, Shahah, Labath. Verse 4. Wa'ama, Yama'at, Habayath, Mahayawath, Mashah, Walakwaka, Lawak, Hawa'ah, Washak, Nawah, Haquarab, Al Bayathwa, Bama Kasath, Napashatha, Ayash, Lapaya, Akaliwa, Thakasawa, Al Hashaha. And that's up to verse 5 in the Hebrew.
Get it, brother. Hey. Excellent. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get it in English. Start at the book of Exodus 11 and 8. Let's get it.
Exodus chapter 11 and verse 8. And all these thy servants shall come down unto me and bow down themselves unto me, saying, Get thee out, and all the people that follow thee, and after that I will go out. And he went out from Pharaoh in a great anger.
Keep going.
Verse 9. And the Pharaoh said unto Moses, Pharaoh, Salakia, and the Lord said unto Moses, Pharaoh shall not hearken unto you.
Meaning Pharaoh is not going to listen to you. You know what I'm saying? Pharaoh not going to hear nothing that you're saying. Because I harden his heart on purpose. Because I am a man of war and I'm going to take Pharaoh out. That's what the Lord was explaining to Moses. Keep going.
That my wonders be multiplied in the land of Egypt. Verse 10, and Moses and Aaron did all these wonders before Pharaoh, and the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart, so that he would not let the children of Israel go out of the land of his land. Verse 12, Exodus chapter 12 and verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, This month shall be unto you the beginning of months. It shall be the first month of the year to you.
And this is what it is. Like the Passover, it's like really when the beginning of the year starts. That's real life where the beginning of the year starts. If you don't believe me, when we went to Passover, when we came back, did you see any snow on the ground? Probably not. You know what I'm saying? We're probably not getting no more snow because this is the beginning of the actual year. You understand? According to the Bible, biblically, this is when a year starts. It starts off in the spring, where everything is new. You know, your crops is growing again. You know, you're farming again. You back in, this is the time of farming climate where you reap your first fruits. So, like, we are at the beginning of the year. Now, living in the U.S. and living in an oppressed country, of course, they will teach you that the beginning of the year is in January, where it's cold and it's freezing, nothing is growing, and everything is dead. You know, but all you got to do is kick the common knowledge to them and understanding, and they're going to feel stupid, you know, because that's not the beginning of the year. Right? Keep going.
Khan. It shall be the first month of the year to you.
It should be what?
The first month of the year to you.
It should be the first month of the year to us. All right, this is the beginning of months. April. Yeah, April. This is the beginning time. You know what I'm saying? The start of the year. All right, keep going.
Verse 3. Speak ye unto all the congregation of Israel, saying, In the 10th day of this month they shall take them every man a lamb according to the house of their fathers, a lamb for an house. Verse 4. And if the household be too little for the lamb, let him and his neighbor next to his house take it according to the number of the souls. Every man according to his eating shall make your account for the lamb.
So this right here is preparing for that Passover, because they are getting lambs prepared for each and every household. They're getting specifically lamb prepared. You understand? Because they're in the time of what? Passover. Okay? This is what the Passover is really about. This is how it all started. This is how it all began. This is the beginning of which we uphold, man. What we've been upholding here in our captivity, man, for 54 years. You know what I'm saying? That's a very, very strong thing, you know. But now you seeing in the Bible how it all originated, where it authentically coming from. It's telling you on the 10th day of that beginning of that month, they were going out and getting lambs. Every household was getting lambs. You know, much prior to when we go to get ready for Passover, we go get some lambs.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? We go get those lambs prepared and ready. We even have a lamb slaughter.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Just to rehearse the acts of what was done and the remembrance of our forefathers and what they had to go through in those times. You know? All right, is that it on that?
Kind of up to verse 5 in the Hebrew.
All right, Most High Christ, I margin. I'm gonna call the next priest up. On the clock. State your registry, warrior.
Anawak Ben Yahawada
Ban Yashala.
Ban Yashala.
Most High Christ. Anawak Ban Yahawada Ban Yashala. Salute.
Shalom Yahweh Ba'Shem
Yahweh Shah Brakatah.
Yahweh Shah Wakatha.
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah Brakatah. Just come around. Alright. You shall be, what you mean to be seated? I'm going to the book of Exodus, chapter 12 and verse 5. We'll take 5 to 11. All right. In the Hebrew. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 12 and verse 5 in the Hebrew. Sha'ah, Damyam, Zakar, Bun, Shanya, Yahayawah, Lakam, Man, Hakah, Shayam, Waman, Hazayam, Dakwa, verse 6. Wahaya'ah, Lakam, Lama, Shamarath, Id, Arabiah, Ashar, Yawam, Lakadash, Hazahah, Washakatawa, Athwa, Kal, Qua'al, Aidath, Yasha'ala, Bayan, Ha'arataza. It's like Ha'arah, Bayawam, verse 7. Walakwaka, Man, Hadam, Wanawah, Nawah, Al, Shataya, Hamazawath, it's like Hama, Zawah, Zayath, Wa'al, Hamaash, Kwawapa, Al, Habat Yawam, Ashar, Yash, Yakalawa, Adwa, Baham, verse 8. Wa'akalawa, Ath, Habashar, Bala, Yala, Hazaha, Tazaliah, Ayash, Wamad, Tazawad, Al, Marah, Rayam, Yakalawa, verse 9, Al, the Kalawa, Mamanawa, Na'ab, Wabash, Slugget, Wabasha all, Mabaash, La'a, Bamyam, Kaya, Tazalaya, Ayash, Ra'ashwa, Al, Kara'ayawa, Wa'al, Kwawabawa, verse 10, Wala'ah, the Wath, Yorawa, it's like the Wa, Daya, Ra'ah, Mama Nawa, I, Bakwa, Waha, Nayatha, Maman, Nawa, I, Bakwa, Ba'ash, Dashara, Pawa, verse 11. Wakaka, Da'ak, Lawa, Azwa, Mat, Nayakam, Kaga, Rayam, Na'a, Layakam, Baraga, Layakam, Wama, Kualawam, Bayad, Kayam, Wa'a, Kalathium, Adwa, Bakar, Pazawan, Pasaz, Pasaka, Hawa'a, Layahawa. And that's up to verse 12 in the Hebrew. Let's go ahead and we're going to get it in the English. All right, we're going to begin at Exodus, the 12th chapter, verse 5. We're going to take it to 11 in the English. Go ahead, word nice and strong.
Exodus chapter 12, verse 5. Your lamb shall be without blemish, a male of the first year. Ye shall take it out from the sheep or from the goats.
All right, so it's giving you full directions on what to grab, what type of lamb to grab, and how you're supposed to do it. All right, keep going.
Verse 6. And ye shall keep it up until the 14th day of the same month, and the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it in the evening.
All right, so it's telling you again, the Lord just giving you the perfect directions on how to keep this Passover. Okay, keep going.
Verse 7. And they shall take of the blood and strike it on the two side posts and on the upper door posts of the houses, wherein they shall eat it.
Okay, and it's also telling you that the Lord was going to put the blood all on, you know what I'm saying, the doors. Okay, and you was going to eat the lamb this night. Keep going.
Verse 8. And they shall eat the flesh in that night, roast with fire, and unleavened bread.
And unleavened bread, read.
And with butter, Salakia, and with bitter herbs.
And with bitter herbs.
They shall eat it.
And they shall eat it. Okay, can you trust me, man? You can't say that the ISUPK is not following the Bible. Man.
Damn right.
You cannot say that we not following that Bible. You understand? One thing you need to learn, for one thing for sure, is when you went to that Passover, you ate lamb.
That's right.
You ate unleavened bread. You ate those bitter herbs. You understand? And that right there is what you see right here in the Bible. Like, what you gonna realize, man, that the Lord put us here for a reason. He put us here to wake us up, man, so we can go get our brothers and our sisters out this filthy, disgusting world.
Damn right, sir.
America, man. You understand? Keep going.
Verse 9. Eat not of it raw, nor sodden at all with water, but roast with fire, his head with his legs, and with the puritans thereof.
Okay, keep going.
Verse 10. And ye shall let nothing of it remain until the morning. And that which remaineth of it until the morning ye shall burn with fire.
All right, so the Lord again just giving us the instructions on what we got to do. On upholding this Passover, of course. Keep going.
Verse 11. And thus shall ye eat it, with your loins girded, your shoes on your feet, and your staff in your hand.
Yep.
And ye shall eat it in haste. It is the Lord's Passover.
It is the Lord's Passover. The Lord telling you to gird up your loins while you eating this. When you eating this Passover meal, be war ready. He's saying have your shoes on your feet. Have your staff in your hand, your weapon in your hand, man. Be on the look. Be alert while you eating this Passover. And then eat it in haste. Don't take your time. This is not no feast where we sitting there and eat it in haste. We had specific directions from the Lord to eat it in haste. He understood. Once he did this, once it hit midnight, you gonna hear them cries and them screams and them tears. You got to know, man. It was gonna get bad. It was gonna get real serious. It was gonna get real ugly, man. Real ugly. Treacherous. At that. That's what the Passover is really about. Passover is not about what them fake Jews, what they be trying to keep and uphold, or whatever the hell that they do. I don't know what they do. You understand? But Passover ain't that. Passover is what we experience. Everything that we experienced out there, man, when we went to North Carolina. When the government and the mayor try to stop us from having a Passover. Think about that. Think about that, man. That whole city did not want us in Raleigh, North Carolina. They didn't want us to have a Passover. They was going to do everything they can in their power to shut us down. And as you can see, it just did not happen. Because the Lord was with us.
That's right.
The Lord, man, caused all type of plagues and harms to people that try to come up against us, man. You understand? Like, get the book of wisdom of Solomon 18 and 9, right? Like, read this. Read this real quick.
Kind.
Matter of fact, let me see. It's like, get the book of wisdom of Solomon 18 and 9. So you could just really understand what happened that night, right? Read.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 18, verse 9. For the righteous children of good men did sacrifice secretly.
And that's what we did. That sacrifice we was doing, we sacrificed that lamb. You understand? We did it all in our houses, and we did it in private. Right? Read.
And with one consent made it a holy law.
They made it a holy law. This right here is going to be a law, man, that was only for the Israelites, for us to uphold. And that law was to what? Keep the Passover. Read.
That the saints should be like partakers of the same good and evil.
Read.
The fathers now singing out the songs of praise.
And that night, we was celebrating, singing out songs of praise and things like that. Like, much like what you seen when we was out there in Raleigh, North Carolina, man. We was, you know what I'm saying, after that, we had a good celebration. You saw sisters and kids dancing, and we was celebrating, right? Read.
Verse 10. But on the other side.
Now this was going to tell you about the other side. Those Egyptians. You understand, like how the Lord say he put a difference between Israelites and Egyptians? You saw the side of the Israelites. We was all happy and, you know what I'm saying, celebrating. It's a big party and celebration for us. Now you about to see what happened on that other side with the Egyptians. Read.
But on the other side, there sounded an ill-according cry of the enemies.
A what?
Of the enemies.
A ill-according cry. You understand? They was screaming. They was screaming when they found out that their firstborn sons was dead. They was screaming. They was terrified. You understand? Keep reading.
And a lamentable noise was carried abroad for the children that were bewailed.
And this was so crazy because you're talking about a whole city. You're talking about a whole city full of Egyptians crying and screaming and going crazy because their babies is dead. Their firstborn babies is dead. You understand? They jacked up in their mind. They tore up from the floor up. Think about your babies. They firstborn out, their child was dead, man. That's why you heard all these screams throughout a whole entire city. Think about Detroit. Think about Detroit. If y'all want a better scenario, think about this city right here. You got one part of the city where everybody celebrating. You got the rest of the city just crying in terror because their baby died. Think about that. That is a sight to see, man. That is a sight to see. Keep going.
Verse 11. The masters and the servants were punished after one manner.
The masters and the servants was punished. Meaning what? Pharaoh was the highest of the highest, the richest man on the, you know what I'm saying? The richest. He got everything. And guess what? That plague didn't escape him. The riches and all the power that he had did not keep his son alive. Think about that. Lord killed him. Read.
And like as the king, so suffered the common people.
Like as the king suffered, so is the common people. You understand? That's what makes it so heavy. That's what makes it so real about what we was celebrating out there in Raleigh, North Carolina, man. What we did was real spiritual. All right?
Sir.
In Christ, man. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and we're going to close out this Sabbath service. We're going to go ahead and get prepared and have a glorious camp today.
Damn right, sir.
We're going to Cleveland. Going out there to Cleveland, we're going to go ahead and get it all the way in and right. I imagine. Notice your part. You're going to say La Yasha'Allah, which means to Israel. It's like a toast. You're going to stick that chalice up. You're going to say La Yasha'Allah.
La Yasha'Allah.
Son of Christ. Drink it. Yeah. Go ahead, blow the horn. We're going to take this scroll. We're going to take this scroll right here. And we're going to salute this scroll, man. We're going to honor this scroll right here. Alright? We'll go ahead and salute this scroll, brother. So you're going to go Imajim. Imajim Shabbat. Imajim Barak. Put your fist on it. And you're going to say, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah Barak Yah.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah Barak Yah.
Most High in Christ, Lord. Now I'm gonna do is the same. Do the same.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah Barak Yah.
Alright, palm face.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah Barak Yah.
Alright. Now you're gonna go right here at the end of this podium. We're gonna have the brothers right here salute. Make sure you turn that camera so it can face it. There you go.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah Barak Yah.
Most High in Christ.
Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shah, Barak Yah.
Most High in Christ.
Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shah, Barak Yah.
Most High in Christ. Turn it back. Don't blow the shofar. You hold that. Keep that right there. Like that. Just like that. All right. Wapanak Wadam, which means to face the east. Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew, Abanawi, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shamka, Yahweh, Malakuvka, Taba'ah, Atazaka, Hayah, Ashah, Ba'aratazah, Kawa, Hayah, Bashemayim, Nathalanaw, Nakam, Kal, Yawam, Wasalak Lanaw, Kabawaf Naw, Kasalak Naw, Kabawaf Yanaw, Wala'ah, Tabia'ah Naw, Banasana one, Abor, Abashah Naw, Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Malakwa, Waha'ala, Wata Parath, La'awalamya, Aman.
Lord's Prayer in the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. Forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not. Into temptation. But deliver us. From evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it.
Akash the power in the Hebrew, Yahweh. Bahashem Yahweh Shah. Baba Kashah. Nathalanawa. Hakach. Lara Pa'ah. Kal Makalah. Wakal Manawa. Hakach. Latahar. Matazarian. Hakach. Lahakwayam. Hamathia. Hakach. Al Rakawah. Hatama'ala. The Garshan. Bahashem Yahweh Shah. The Water Aman.
Akash the power in English. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shah. Please give us the power. The power to heal. All manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power. To cleanse the lepers. The power. To raise the dead. The power. Against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shah. Thank you, so be it.
Bless Israel. In the Hebrew, Yahweh. Bahashem Yahweh Shah. Barak Lanaw. Wayasha Allah. Wahabaya. Sapari. Barak. Rapah. Magun. Yasha Allah. Bahashem Yahweh Shah. The Water Aman.
Bless Israel. In the English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shah. Bless us. And Israel. And the school. Heal. Shield.
Bless, heal, shield.
Protect. In the name of Yahweh Shah. Thank you, so be it.
Blessings. In the Hebrew, Barakatah Yahweh wa Yahweh Shah. Wa Mayaka Allah. Wa Alahayo. Matazabya. Alawap Yahana. Ha Alawapyam. Hasarunyam. Hakwarazayanyam. Hakakoyam. Wa Agwathim. Yahweh. Bahashem Yahweh Shah. Aman. The Water Aman.
Blessings in the English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commander General Yohanan.
Commander General Yohanan.
The generals.
The generals.
The captains.
The captains.
The officers.
The officers.
The troopers.
The troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew, Asha'ah.
Asha'ah.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
Al-Hahariya.
Al-Hahariya.
Ma'ayan.
Ayana.
Yaba'ah.
Yaba'ah.
Azariah.
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 Ma'ai.
Ma'ai.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ashah.
Yashah.
Shemayim.
Shemayim.
Wa'aratazah.
Wa'aratazah.
Al-Yathan.
Yathan.
Lamawat.
Malawat.
Regalka.
Regalka.
Al-Yanawam.
Al-Yanawam.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Hana.
Hana.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Yayashan.
Yayashan.
Shawamar.
Shawamar.
Yasha'ala.
Yasha'ala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tazarka.
Tazarka.
Al-Yad.
Ayad.
Yamyanka.
Yamyanka.
Yawamam.
Yawamam.
Hashamash.
Hashamash.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yakaka.
Yakarka.
Wayarak.
Wayarak.
Baya Yella.
Baya Yella.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamarka.
Yashamarka.
Makar Ra.
Makar
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Apnapashka.
Apnapashka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Taza Africa.
Taza Africa.
Waba wa Africa.
Waba wa Africa.
Ma'atha.
Ma'atha.
Wa'aid Awalam.
Wa'aid Awalam. Psalms 121 in the English. I will lift up my eyes.
I will lift up my eyes
unto the hills.
unto the hills.
From which cometh my help.
From which cometh my help.
My help cometh from Yahweh.
My help cometh from Yahweh.
Which made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keep thee.
He that keep thee.
Will not slumber.
Will not slumber.
Behold.
Behold.
He that keepeth Israel.
He that keepeth Israel.
Shall not slumber.
Shall not slumber.
Nor sleep.
Nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee.
The sun shall not smite thee
by day.
By day.
Nor the moon by night.
Nor the moon by night.
Yahweh.
Yahweh
shall preserve thee.
Shall preserve thee.
From all evil.
From all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
And thy coming in.
And thy going in.
From this time forth.
From this time forth.
Even forevermore.
And even forevermore.
Slack. Even forevermore. Slack.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 83. In the Hebrew, Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Al-Dama Yalaka.
Al-Dama.
Al-Takaraj.
Al-Takaraj.
Wa-Al-Tashakwat.
Wa-Al-Tashakwat.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Hana.
Hana.
Awayabyaka.
Al-Yabyaka.
Yahamayawan.
Yahamayawan.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Al-Imika.
Al-Imika.
Ya'arum Yamwa.
Ya'arum Yamwa.
Sawadah.
Sawadah.
Wa-Yatha Ya'atazwa.
Wa-Yatha Ya'atazwa.
Al-Tazapawanyaka.
Al-Tazapawanyaka.
Amara.
Amara.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Wanakakida.
Wanakakida.
Magoya.
Magoya.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Yazikar.
Yazikar.
Shem Yasha'ala.
Shem Yasha'ala.
Awadah.
Awadah.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawatazwa.
Nawatazwa.
Laba.
Laba.
Yakadwa.
Yakadwa.
Ayaka.
Ayaka.
Baryat.
Baryat.
Yakarathwa.
Yakarathwa.
Alahaya.
Alahaya.
Alawam.
Alawam.
Wayashema.
Wayashema.
Alahaya.
Alahaya.
Mawa Abba.
Mawa Abba.
Wahagaria.
Maragaria.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wa Amawan.
Amawan.
Wa Amalak.
Amalak.
Palashah.
Palashah.
Am Yeshabi.
Am Yeshabi.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gam Ashawar.
Gam Ashawar.
Lalawa.
Lalawa.
Ayman.
Haman.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Zawawa.
Zawawa.
Labanya Lawat.
Labanya Lawat.
Salat.
Salat.
Asha.
Hasha.
Laham.
Laham.
Kamadya.
Kamadya.
Kasaya Sara'ah.
Kasa'ah.
Kiyabya.
Kiyabya.
Banakal.
Banakal.
Koyashwan.
Koyashwan.
Nashamadwa.
Lashawam.
Ba'ayan Dara'ah.
Ba'ayan Dara'ah.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Daman.
Daman.
La'adama.
La'adam.
Shayathamu.
Shayathamu.
Narayadmawa.
Narayadmawa.
Ka'ira.
Ka'ira.
Wakasa Abu.
Wakasa Abu.
Wakasa Bak.
Wakasa Bak.
Wakatazal.
Wakatazal.
Mana'ai.
Mala'ai.
Kab.
Kab.
Nasiyakamwa.
Nasiyakamwa.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Amara.
Amara.
Naya Rashah.
Naya Rashah.
Lanawa.
Lanawa.
Ah. Na'awa.
Na'awa.
Alahayim.
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 Shayathamu.
Shayathamu.
Kagagula.
Kagagula.
Kakwash. Lapaya Rawaka, Ka'ash, Taba Ira Ya Ira, Wakalahaba, Talahat, Harayam, Khan Third Dapma, Basa Irica, Wabasa, Wapaska, Taba Halam, Mala'a, Panyaham, Kualawan, Waya Bakwashu, Shamka, Yahawah, Yabashu, Waya Bahar, Aya Waya Kapar, Waya Abadwa, Waya Da'adwa, Kaya Asa, Shamka, Yahawah, Labadka, Ayawan, Alkahar Rataza.
Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence.
Keep not thy silence.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo, thy enemies make a tumult.
Thy enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee,
have
lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel. Against thy people. And consulted together. Against thy hidden one. They have said. Come. And let us cut them off. From being a nation. That the name of Israel. May be no more remembered. They have consulted together. With one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom. The Ishmaelites. Of Moab. And the Hagarenes. The Gabal. And Ammon. And Amalek. The Philistines. With the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur. Also has joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites. As to Serene. At the brook of Jabbok. At the brook of Kizon. Which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb. And like Zeb. Yea. All their princes. As Zebul. And as Zamuna. Who said. Let us take to ourselves. The houses of Yahweh in possession. O Yahweh. Make them like a wheel. And as the stubble before the wind. And as the fire burneth the wood. And as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them. With thy tempest. And make them afraid. With thy storm. Fill their faces with shame. That they may seek thy name. O Yahweh. Let them be confounded. In trouble. Forever. Yea. Let them be put to shame. And perish. That men may know. That thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High, over all the earth.
Saw, what you mean to turn? You put the scroll back. Go to support. Come on. Any brothers like to be anointed?
I won't be anointed.
All right, Most High in Christ, get a brother in here. All right, the top, let me get you up here real quick. Let me step down, bro. Come. Brock, y'all, let me get you up here too, real quick, warrior. Stand right there. You want to anoint this brother? Y'all gonna repeat after me, all right? Take the time, you take that. Put the oil on the plate. Yabaraki Yahweh.
Yabaraki Yahweh.
Waya Shamarka.
Waya Shamarka.
Ya'al Yahweh.
Ya'al Yahweh.
Panyawa.
Panyawa.
Ayaka.
Ayaka.
Waya Kanka.
Waya Kanka.
Yasha Yahweh.
Yasha Yahweh.
Panyawa.
Panyawa.
Ayaka.
Ayaka.
Waya Shamlaka.
Waya Shamlaka.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bahashem.
Bahashem.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Barak.
Barak.
Rapah.
Rapah.
Magun.
Magun.
Hagun.
Hagun.
Awadya. Awadya. Bahashem Yahweh.
Bahashem Yahweh.
The water Aman.
The water Aman.
Hum Yashala. Hum Yashala. Hum Yashala. Men of Israel, I Majim Shabbat, I Majim Barak, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Barakatah, Yajimatah, dismiss.